Yo, I'm a bit late, but I should be fine. Don't need this. Just let me move all of these here. Take this away. Right, I need to turn on the light. Sorry guys. You know, I was actually prepared. Oh, I need to stream as well. I don't even know what the topic is today. Should be in my notebook. One second. No. Oh, is it here? No, it's not here. Oh, give me a minute. That's funny. I don't know where it is. Where is it? There we go. There we go. Right? It's here. And I'm probably gonna need a pen. Actually, no, it's fine. But I should start streaming. Okay. Hi YouTube. Yeah, that was don't worry about what just happened. That's fine. Right? I'm gonna start streaming now. I'm just gonna go live. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about today. I'm just gonna put question mark for the topic, and I'll go confirm and go live. Boom. Oh no, actually, shouldn't have done that because this is not OBS. Yeah, I didn't fix OBS yesterday. I didn't fix OBS yesterday, but I didn't fix OBS yesterday. Mama, we're gonna watch. So, why does this keep going off? So yeah, we're stuck with Streamlabs for now. What the Right, so we're stuck with Streamlabs for now. For the meantime. But today, the topic is the only true wisdom. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. That's the topic. So it's it's like a proverb, right, that we're gonna dissect. Yeah, remember we searched it up online, like just popular proverbs, and then we found it. So now we're gonna dissect it. Okay. Right. So Chrome. Go studio mode. Right, this is Chrome. Whiteboard. I think I already have this up, so I'm just gonna save it. Save the disk. And I'm gonna write. What am I gonna write? Important sports. All right, save. This is what we did yesterday. I'm gonna press delete, confirm, and for today, we're talking about. All right, so it's gonna be a proverb analysis. The only true wisdom is knowing. Okay. Right. Well, right. So, problem analysis. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. Okay. Okay. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. How do we? How do we analyze this? How? How do we analyze something like this? What do we need to do first? Okay, first we need to understand the statement. Let's go back. Let's really dissect this. Okay. The only true wisdom you know the only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. Alright. What are questions that come out of this? So questions, okay. Firstly, what is true wisdom? The only true wisdom. I think that's sort of the second question. I think the first question is, what is a proverb? Is a proverb, right? From what I can say, I think it's just a famous saying, right? So a proverb is basically just a famous saying that has like meaningful what is a proverb? So I'll say it's a famous saying that helps guide people through life. Let's make it easier. A famous saying, a quote unquote wise saying that makes you think. What is a proverb? What do I think of it? So it's a famous saying that makes people think, right? Oh no, let's take out the famous. I don't think it's a famous saying. I think it's a wise saying. And I'll say that makes people think. Okay, so a famous saying that makes people think that can be resourceful. Can be. Let me change the title. And once again, I don't have Twitch. I'll get Twitch right now. I'm the best streamer. Don't worry, I am. Right, we're just having fun here. Let me see. No, don't. Why did I click that? App not to track. Okay, I need to change my title. Okay. What's the topic? So proverb analysis. Let me see. Let me see. Just give me 1 second. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. Only true wisdom is knowing you know. Okay, I'm done. Did it not save? Okay, it's changed. It's changed. Sorry, guys. I'm telling you this, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Right. Everything I do is live. It's always gonna be live, and that's not gonna change. Right. It's always going to be live. So if I take loads of pauses, if I'm thinking hard about the topic, that means I really care about it, right? That means I really care about what I'm doing. Setting all this up is not for before or after, it's for just in the moment, okay? So you have to work with me. There's no editing, there's no nothing. That's not me right now. I don't know how to edit, right? So I'm streaming. And I'm uploading the videos on YouTube. That's what I'm doing. That's me. Okay, maybe in the future it can get more I'd say professional. But for now, what I want to be like the best highlight is literally just the things that I'm saying. Okay. But if you stick with me, I promise it's going to be worth something. It's gonna be worth something. So just stick with me through all the hiccups. Yesterday, OBS failed on me yesterday. The second time using it failed on me. And I haven't even been able to like look at it or fix it since then. Yesterday, after a stream, remember we talked about doing like clips and stuff. What I did after that was just set up the clip platform. I'm using CapCut right now because it's beginner friendly, and then maybe later I can use other things. Right? We're getting to the end of January, and I haven't not been on my like what's the word? We got the end of January, right? And I don't think I've grown too much, but it's steady, right? There was a 9 day hiccup where I went on holidays, but I will make that up somehow in the future, right? So keep watching, stay posted, and just enjoy the show. Enjoy how I wrangle my brain on different topics, right? I'm not a gamer. I don't play video games. You may look at me and be like, "Yeah, this guy's a nerd or a geek," but I don't play video games. All I do is talk about this stuff, and yeah, you know, everybody good? You, the back of the class, you all right? All good? Okay, let's get back. Let's get back to this. So, what is a proverb? Okay, a wise saying that makes people think. That makes no sense. That makes literally no sense. Okay, a proverb is a wise saying. Let me just end it there, right? I'll just say it makes people think. it can be sourceful in helping think deeper about life. Hmm. What? Wait, honestly, we can be stuck here for an hour. I don't care, right? If we're stuck here for an hour, it's fine. What is a proverb? What is a proverb? So it's a wise saying, right? Because you have famous proverb. Okay, is a proverb? Does a proverb just have to be famous, or can it just be anything? I think it has to be famous for it to be considered a proverb, right? So a famous saying, right? That's what a proverb is. But what's its utility? What is that? Because I don't know. I can't no like it's not that I don't know. Like everybody know, not everybody knows, but like a lot of people know. But what's the word? What's the word? And the caveat in this that I'm doing is I can't search the internet until I'm done with my analysis or I'm done with my sort of final statement on the topic. That's the only time I can search. But most of the time, I take the full hour to think about and bring about it to think about the topic and bring about a statement. So I never get to actually search up anything. And I don't want to do where I'm like I leave it to the next day and I search it up and it's like conflicting with videos and all that stuff. So, okay, let's actually talk. Let's talk for a second. Let's talk for a second. Let's have a discussion, right? Okay. What if instead of an hour, I cut my time down to 40 minutes, right? So I have to think about the topic and make the statement in 40 minutes so that there can actually be a segment where I do some research, like a 20-minute segment where I do some research and really compare the two answers. Obviously, it's going to reduce the time I can use to explore the topic, but I think it'll be okay. I think it can be okay. What do you think? Hmm. Because research, like the thing I again learned in the course that I did is like nobody cares about your opinion, right? Obviously, I want this to be like not motivating, but like something to show that you can actually think deeply about different topics and genuinely come up with a good opinion. But what we are trying to do is obviously what everyone wants to do is get to the truth, right? So you have to compare what you think to others so that you can actually fix your own thoughts. If I keep it at okay, I'm going to explore this for an hour, then it's like I'm only using intuition, which is what I want to do. But that thing of comparing what I bring from my intuition, right? I think that's the most important. Is like, okay, maybe your intuition is, good to some degree, but you need to make sure it's correct, right? If your intuition is wrong, then fix it. If it's again based on an assumption, it can never be right. Like it can never be objectively true. Then you can at least see if it's close to the consensus, you know. So, and I just had this thought like right now. What if um what if I limit the time I use the thing to 40 minutes and then do some research for the rest of the time. I'll write that down. Where's my pen? I had a pen here. Okay, there it is. Time split. Or should I give it 15 minutes? I'll give it 15 minutes. So 45 minutes topic, 15 minutes research. Okay? because that still gives a lot of significance to the thinking, right? And also, if I do that, then I can start developing sort of where I get my information from. Let's say, for instance, we do a topic that I know nothing about. I can actually look at what sort of where the best place is to get that type of information, and then get it. You know. Hmm. Hmm. Where was I? I shouldn't do that, should I? I shouldn't just go on my phone randomly like that. But the thing is, I'm going to need my phone to be looking and managing the Twitch a little bit. That's why I go on my phone. Like I'm literally just looking at it and managing and making sure everything's okay. But if I have just 1 hour, then it's gonna eat too much into my time. But this is my Twitch channel, okay? Um, right. Let's go back. Should I start? Wait, 1 second. Should I start um the time split that I'm thinking of today, or should I start it tomorrow? Because I already ate a lot into the time, so that means I will have like about 25 minutes left to decipher this whole analysis. I need to think quickly. Okay, let me just decide. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Okay. All right. Hmm. 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 Okay. What is a proverb? Okay, so it's a famous, wise saying. It can be resourceful in helping people think deeper about what? Is it life situations or problems in general? Okay, this thing. Ah, flip. Did it show up here? I don't know if it showed up there. But the thumbs up thing, right? I wanted to get rid of it. That's why I started using OBS. And I'm going on a caveat again, but it's my stream, so I do what I want. Anyway, I got rid of it. So hold on. Yeah, so this thing, right? It's annoying me, but you can't say I didn't try, right? I set up OBS in order to use that so this doesn't happen again, but it's still there. So you know what? I'm gonna put that now because this is gonna be my backup. OBS is not gonna be working all the time, so this is gonna be my backup. And I'll say, all right, just Streamlabs. Okay, so just get rid of HUMB thumbs up. Okay, right. I'm gonna be a world-renowned content creator. Right. Back to what I was saying. Okay. What is a proverb? Okay, so it's a wise, famous saying, and I'm repeating myself. Don't worry. It's a wise, famous saying. It can be resourceful in helping people think deeper about, and I said, life's problems or situations. What would proverbs be more akin to? I think it's life's problems. Well, it's not to help people think deeper about life problems, is it? Or is it to give people insights on how to handle life's problems or life's challenges? I think so. I think that's what it is. It's the famous wise saying that can be resourceful in giving people insights on life's challenges. In order to help them through it. Essentially, it aims to make somebody a wiser person. Right. This is what I think a proverb is. Right. And now, what this proverb says. So this is a proverb, right? And what this proverb is trying to say is the true wisdom. Well, proverbs in general try to make people wiser, right? But now this proverb is saying the only true wisdom is knowing that you know nothing. So I guess what this proverb is claiming is that, okay, not claiming it. I think, obviously this is exaggerated, right? But what it's trying to say is that the true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. So essentially, I kind of not agree with it in terms of like it being a um not concrete, but you have to read between the lines. If you can read between the lines, then I agree with what the, I guess, esoteric meaning of it, right? So that's what I agree with. Um, so let me just try extrapolate what it's saying. So basically, and this is what I think too, that there's so much information in the world, and you can't not admit your ignorance, right? Meaning, okay, meaning, um, based on how much information is in the world, you know just a very tiny fraction. So everybody's ignorant. And you have to have faith in the little amount that you know to sort of help you move through life in a particular way. What way? Or it's to help you succeed, right? Just say success. Success is different for everyone, but whatever the case may be, right? It you have to have faith in the little information you have to help you succeed. And I'm not saying in the success that is subjective, but I'm saying in that, like, what is the objective success, right? What is the actual goal, you know? So everyone, um, I maybe has a goal or has something they attribute to success, but based on your information, you might actually only have a glimpse of what success actually is. So now you are having faith in the information you know to get you to that definitive success. You get what I'm saying? Am I saying it well? And also, did I say I'm going to start today with the time split? Because I can't remember. I think I did, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of what it's saying. The, the only true wisdom is knowing that you know nothing. Did I just finish? I think I did. I think so. Um, hmm. So what did I say actually? Let me write it down before I forget again. What did I say? So, what the proverb is trying to say is oh no. Okay, that you can't ignore. To be wise, if you are truly wise, then the most important thing is to understand your ignorance. Right. Should I add more? I think so. And to be honest, this could be my final statement because I need to know what a proverb was, and I was gonna split this up before, but I don't really think you need to really split it up all that much. Okay, for some reason I'm looking here and the camera is like right here, so I'm looking at you guys. So why is it when I'm sort of talking straight to you guys that I look here instead? We talked about this the other day, but I'm going to try focus and get it right. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if this is gonna work. No, it doesn't work. 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 Oh my days, no, it doesn't work. Because I'm not doing this. I'll set it up after stream. I was trying to put my Streamlabs here and the whiteboard here, but I need to set it up after stream. Well, I can do it now, but I think I already interjected way too many times. So let's just focus on what we're doing. Right. Let me keep going and make it a full statement. Okay. So I can just show my face for this. It doesn't matter. Right. So what the proverb is trying to say is that if you are truly wise, right, the most important thing is to understand your ignorance. Okay, and to take this further, you could say what I said before, that based on the amount of information that's in the world, we only have the tiniest fraction, kind of like comparing the fraction, like a comparison of how small the scale of our own knowledge to the knowledge that's out there would probably the scale of what I say back an atom to the universe. I think that's exaggerating too. But I don't know because I don't know what really is out there, right? And I think that even your mind can expand it as well. It's like if you really look into things deeply, it's sort of it never ends. So it's unending. You know what I mean? So, how do I make a good, not metaphor, or a good description of the scale of our own knowledge to the knowledge that's out there? I'll say compared to what is out there. If we compare knowledge to what is out there, or if you, now see we, if we compare our LED to what is out, then sorry, I was on my phone. I apologize. Let me show you back the whiteboard. Okay. All right. Okay, so the amount of then I don't think this doesn't roll off the tongue. Okay, so if you compare our knowledge to the amount of knowledge that exists, it would be the same ratio as an atom to the universe. If you compare knowledge, would you say our knowledge versus existing knowledge? Right? I think that's better. It rolls better. Our knowledge versus existing knowledge is like an atom to the universe. No. It's like an atom to the universe. What the proverb trying to say is that if you're truly wise, then the most important thing to do, no, the most important thing to understand is your ignorance. But how, right, a famous saying to be resourceful in giving people insights on life challenges in order to help them through it essentially aims to make someone a wiser person. How does this help you through life challenges? I think it makes a claim, right? The, the claim helps people understand that. Would it be sort of like a curious mindset, right? Having curiosity, but curiosity kills the cat, and is that as another proverb too? Claim that helps people understand that learning is more important than proving you know, because you don't. They just have that as a placeholder. Is more important than proving you know. All right, what the proverb is trying to say. The proverb details that if you're truly wise, then the most important thing is to understand your own ignorance. Our knowledge compared to what exists is like an atom to the universe. The claim. The proverb claims. I say the proverb helps people understand that learning is more important than proving you know. Is learning more important than proving you know? And is that the resourcefulness of this proverb? I don't think so. I'm not happy with this. I'm really not. I'm really not. But it doesn't matter. I still have to meet the time constraints. So you know, have to. Okay, so the proverb details that if you are truly wise, then the most important thing is to understand you your own ignorance. Our knowledge compared to what exists is like an atom to the universe. The, the proverb helps people understand that learning is more important than proving you know. Learning is more important than proving you know. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, it's okay, but is that okay? Should be fine, right? Righty, 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 righty. Oh gosh. Mm, 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 I think that should be okay. Right. So, the only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. And it being a proverb doesn't mean it's correct, right? That doesn't mean it's correct. I'm just saying what the proverb is trying to say. Now, I can go into if I truly, like, not believe, but if I truly support it all the way. And to be honest, not really. Not really. It gives insights into something, right, that you could know, but it's the strong stance on this is the only true wisdom is like it's. I don't think it's correct, right? I think it's more provocative than anything. It's like it. I think it aims to sort of shut down people that are actually smart by saying nobody's really smart. But the difference between someone who generally just like saying you know nothing kind of puts everybody in the same boat. It's like that's not the case. There's some people that know a lot, but compared to all the knowledge that hasn't even been discovered yet, it's like they may they may know nothing. Like that's like the people who came across like incredible discoveries of their time. Just those discoveries seem novel now because of what is out there. You get me? So saying that everybody's in the same boat of knowledge is like, oh, you don't really know anything. You know, you just know you know nothing. It's like it's provocative because someone that has worked a lot in one aspect can see that and be like, well, you know, and that could also sort of it could be two things. It could make people not engage, think it's like a I guess stupid endeavor to like try to learn as much as possible. But it could also like set people on a journey to learn as much as possible. So I wouldn't say I really like how this proverb presents itself, but it does have decent meaning behind it, right? To make people realize that there's so much out there, so much to know. That person telling you you're a dumbass is a dumbass too. um, okay, I have my statement. Let's compare it. I'm just gonna say proverb analysis on this. Where can I find a proverb analysis on only true wisdom is you know nothing? The Socratic paradox. Oh, so Socrates. Oh, so Socrates is the one that developed this. Developed by by Socrates. Now let's see. Only exists knowledge only exists in knowing that you know nothing. If knowing you know nothing, it don't. True wisdom. Aristotle knowledge gives us information, but wisdom, the only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. What is this? Shush. Okay, so table of contents, introduction to paradox of not knowing nothing, historical, Genesis of Plato. Let me go to the conclusion. All right. The ancient principle of Socratic ignorance, right? That true wisdom consists of knowing that one knows nothing has proven remarkably persistent and relevant for navigating challenges of our contemporary information age. Far from being merely a philosophical curiosity or a form of false modesty. Yeah, false modesty. That could be another thing. Right. Right, it could be said by a smart person to like try to put them in the same boat as everybody else, but it's just not the case. It's just not the case. There are very sophisticated ways to determine people's intelligence levels. And you can see me talk like this, but trust me, I'm telling you, if you just read one book, you'd find a lot of words in there that can help you talk in whatever way you want. Me personally, I like being what's the word? 1 second, I'll be back. Right. I'm in the middle of streaming. So just don't come this way. My mic is still on. Huh? Okay, all right. All right. Okay, so false modesty. Um, right. Let's see what else. Did I even explain false modesty? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna read this fully, and then just pick out some points. All right, the ancient principle of Socratic ignorance and true wisdom consists of knowing that one knows nothing, has proven remarkably persistent and relevant for navigating the challenges of our contemporary information age. Far from being merely a philosophical curiosity or a form of false modesty, intellectual humility emerges from this analysis. Oh, really? Okay. Intellectual humility. So, intellectual humility. What did I say? People understand learning is important and proving, So I was off. Okay. Emerges from analysis as a crucial cognitive and ethical virtue that enables more effective learning, better decision making, and more effective learning. Understand how learning is more important than proving, and better decision making and more honest engagement with the complexity of the world. Right? I can sort of try to bring this and mine together, but it's just not the case. The historical investigation reveals that Socrates' insight about the relationship between knowledge and ignorance was based on careful observation of human psychology and social dynamics that remain relevant today. His recognition of those who claim the most knowledge often understand the least has been validated by extensive research on cognitive biases, overconfidence, and the Dunning-Kruger effect. What is that? What is that? I've actually heard this before, but I don't know what it is. What is this? The Dunning-Kruger effect. Cognitive bias, where individuals with low ability, knowledge, and expertise with domain tend to significantly overestimate their competence. I think that might be me. Dunning-Kruger effect. Okay. His emphasis on questioning, question and dialogue as tools for learning has been confirmed by research on effective educational and therapeutic practices. I don't want to go. I don't want to go too long. Well, from what I've seen, right, what I wrote and what was written by who wrote this. Let me see. Where am I? Firstly, I'm here, so I have 3 more paragraphs to go. Who wrote this? Fire. Fire. What site is this? On Unearned Wisdom. Okay, cool. Unearned Wisdom. I'm actually gonna save this. Alright. Okay. Alright. The principle of Socratic ignorance also has important implications for public discourse and dramatic decision making. In societies where citizens must make collective decisions about complex issues, the ability to know, to acknowledge uncertainty, consider multiple perspectives, and remain open to evidence and argument becomes crucial for effective governance. Leaders who model intellectual humility and encourage open inquiry create conditions for better problem solving and more legitimate decision making. As we face increasingly complex global challenges that require collaboration across disciplines, cultures, and perspectives, the ancient wisdom of Socratic ignorance becomes more relevant than ever. Climate change, technological risks, economic inequality, and other pressing issues require approaches that acknowledge uncertainty. I think this is good. Issues require approaches that I'm just gonna mark red for like what I got from online, like buzzwords and statements and sort of facts. All right, embraces diverse perspectives and remain open to learning and adoption. The principle that true wisdom begins with acknowledging what we don't know provides a foundation of the kind of humble, collaborative, and evidence-based approach that these challenges demand. Right. So, in conclusion, the investigation of Socratic ignorance reveals not just a philosophical insight, but a practical wisdom. Right. Practical wisdom. Right. That can guide more effective thinking, learning, and action. Right. Our knowledge compared to what exists is an atom to the universe. The proverb helps people understand that learning is more important than proving you know. No. In a complex and uncertain world, right? by embracing the paradox that knowing nothing can be a form of wisdom, we open ourselves to the possibility of genuine understanding and meaningful progress on the challenges that matter most. Now, let's isolate these two and compare them. So this is mine, and then this is theirs. Intuition, investigation, research, right? Boom. Very, very off. I was extremely off. But that's what we do. We first see what we know and then we expand, right? I actually wanted to be more doing random stuff, being ignorant and being stupid and using my intuition and trying to sort of think logically, and then people in the chat tell me that I'm a fool, or wow, actually that was okay. But from the start, obviously that's not gonna happen. I have to find a way to make people interested in whatever this is and then move on from there. But for now, I'll use what people have already written online to be sort of my counter argument. Okay? So, hopefully I can make this more enjoyable. I guess fun, entertaining. But I like this. This is okay for me. Time to like sort of unplug and then just really think. I like this. This is a good situation here. Okay? Right. Now, I'm going to put this on the Discord. So it's going to be, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on Discord and have it kind of like this, right? First, I'm going to create a topic and say, sort of forum and say proverb analysis. Right, create channel. Then I'm going to make a new post and I'm going to say, basically the title, what is it? Right, the only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. So proverb. The flip. All right, and then and then I'm gonna copy this and paste it there. All right, copy. Oh wow, okay, that doesn't work. Copy here. Right, and then post, and now underneath this I'm gonna make a different post. I'm gonna say that. Oh, I must this. Oh, maybe that's why I keep looking here to make sure everything is fine. Maybe that's why. All right, so this is what I have, right? That's kind of what I want it to be, and then anybody put their suggestions down, right? So I haven't done this for the other one, so there hasn't been any real sort of internet thing. What the flip is this? So it's only been mine. Right, so this is them. Right? So that's it. That's pretty much it. Um, right. So yeah, that's it for today. And there'll be a different topic tomorrow. Peace.